Hello everybody, it's been a long time since I've done a video, so I thought I'd do one now. And I'm going to do another one driving since the weather's been really nice lately. I've done a couple of things to the car. I changed my rubber on my trunk. This rubber was really rotted out, so I ended up replacing it. Came out pretty good. Cleaned up the trunk lid. You can see the seams on it, it's really clean. All you see is the caulking underneath the paint. It looked really bad before, but that was just a bunch of grease and debris over the years just building up on it. Things I have done. I'm sure everybody's already seen the Hotchkis frame connectors that are down there. There they are, welded on, and I got the traction bars. And under the hood I've done a few other things that I have not mentioned before. Just pop this thing open. Let's go over here. Forgive me, I'm gonna have to put my phone down because I got two hands. Here's a good look at the headlight. Sorry about that. Alright, so under the hood. What have I done? Changed the coolant line coming out of the water pump on the top over here. That's one thing, because the outlet is 1 1/4 and the hose I had going in there was 1 1/2, so it was kind of leaking once in a while. Second thing I did is my cooling fans blew. Actually, one of them went, so I ended up replacing it with these two cooling fans over here. These are like basically one fan does more than the two I had on before. These are 14-inch. The ones I had on before were 12-inch. 80 watters. These are 160 watters. Changed my harmonic balancer. I got a SFI approved harmonic balancer. It even comes with an approval card from Summer Racing. Installed that. I got an AC system hooked up. I don't actually have it hooked up yet, but it's on the car. I have, I believe it's TCI brackets holding on a Haden 508 air conditioning compressor with a 6-rib clutch on it. I don't have the plumbing hooked up yet. It's going to hook up to the factory system. I had to remove and move over my oil catch can to the back over here. And before I used to have a rubber line coming out of the steam port on the engine. Now I got a hard line coming out of the steam port and comes up and it goes into a braided steel line, which goes into my heater core outlet line, and I needed a fitting to go in there, so I ended up getting a 7/16 socket, and it happened to work perfectly for a 5/8 size hose, and I drilled a hole into it and tapped it. It took about 8 drill bits to drill into that hardened steel. Pretty solid socket, but that's never going to leak or rust. The reason why I use that, not a piece of pipe, is I wanted to tap it and put a thread, so if I used just a thin pipe it would have been a problem. Not enough thick wall clearance there. So that's another thing I changed. I changed my, I might have to change this again. I got my cooling system overflow tank over here, and that's probably where the, of course, dryer is going to end up going. So I'm going to have to take that back out of there and put it where I had it originally, which was right in the middle over here between the two radiator fans. That's a quick replacement. I didn't even have to cut the line. The line length isn't all that, it's okay. And I have another catch can for the cooling system in case that one somehow ever filled up, overflowed. It would go into this small one over here, kind of like a little reservoir. So that's all been done. I used to have my, you can see my MSD electronic relay system over there. That used to be on my fender wall. The reason why I moved it over there is for two reasons. One, they say the thing is waterproof. It is waterproof in a sense. If it gets wet, it's not going to get damaged, but it's not waterproof as in a sense. If it gets wet, it turns on your accessories that it's supposed to turn on through your computer or through your thermostat control, whatever you're using. And now that it's over there, it's never getting wet and it never turns on, and it's much neater. I got the wiring going up, curling up over to the back. Other than that, I'm waiting on a set of coilover springs. I'll probably have them tomorrow. I'm waiting for a wrench so I could adjust them. Then I'm going to pop off my front coils and I'm going to put the coilovers on with the shocks. They're aluminum. Nice looking, and it's got a 2-inch drop, 3-inch lift on it. So I got a 2-inch drop on it now, so I'm going to use the 2-inch drop sighting on the coilovers when I put them on. And of course, last but not least, I'm going to hook up the the AC lines, the plumbing. I did get a dryer, but the dryer I got was from Vintage Air, and it's way too small for the plumbing I got on this thing from the factory. So I'm gonna have to just get a factory dryer and some AN fittings, and I could hook up. I got the hoses. I could make my own hoses really with the AN fittings. I need a 90-degree elbow for the inlet and outlet on the compressor, and I have the other ends that screw into the evaporator and into the condenser side. So, and that's got to go into, of course, the dryer. So I'm going to need to do some fancy hooking up here and there, but I think when it's all said and done, it's going to work great. And of course, I'm going to use the Holley Terminator X Max system to control the idle control when the air conditioner turns on. And I'm putting a third fan in, which will be in the front. When my two fans burnt out on the front, on the inside over here, one of them like hardly ever comes on, but the other one was on pretty well constantly. So the second fan, which hardly ever comes on, is reversible, so I'm going to put it in the front of the radiator to blow air through the condenser and it'll click on the same time the clutch clicks on the air conditioner. Anyways, thanks for watching. Actually, I want to show you guys one more thing. I cleaned it up pretty good. This car was like, I don't know, it had some sort of a black over spray or something on it, and I just couldn't get it off, but I got it really clean. I ended up changing the window felts on the outside. They're brand new. Got those from, I believe, Classic Industries. I also got the AC compressor, and if anybody's wondering, from Classic Industries. The bracket for the AC compressor I just got on eBay from one of the vendors. I'm not sure who he was. It was a while ago. I changed the door rubbers, so they're all nice. No more cracked and ripped rubbers. And I'll tell you, the changing the door rubbers really made an improvement in the rattles. They basically went away. My round little cosmetic things over here for the door locks were missing. I ended up finding a couple brass rivets. They happen to go there perfectly. I ended up JB welding them on. They look great. They look actually pretty cool. They probably come on a Bandit Trans Am with the black and gold coloring that they came with. Other than that, I did the other side too. I might as well pop the door open and show you guys. Change the felts on this side. Let me just click the power lock. That works. I also changed the door handle on the passenger side. The spring inside was busted, so it was just flopping around. Every time you went over a bump, it sounded like the door was going to fall off. And really, all it was a hinge. Anyways, here's the passenger side. You got the rubber all on. I had to clean the inside of the door up a bit before I put the rubber on. There's my rocker panels. They're all nice and clean. Anyways, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. I am going to do a driving video next, and we'll probably have a lot of fun. I just got to make some sort of a mount for my phone because I don't have a designated camera to film this stuff. Actually, I do have a designated camera, but my computer went down, and downloading it's a problem. Uploading to an SD card is the issue, so I'm just using my phone for now. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Talk to you guys later.